Hello, everybody. Let me turn this TV down. I am back. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Whew. Oh man, I don't know if y'all ever. I am doing my hair right now, so I'm in the bathroom. So, so how y'all been doing? Hope y'all doing great. I'm trying out this new serum, and I'm loving it, y'all. I'm loving it. Okay, so I'm playing with my hair because this serum is giving my hair life. Like, okay, excuse the background, but excuse my face, y'all. So hold on. I'm about to show y'all a picture of my hair real quick. Y'all see, it's giving me life. And it's like thin, but it'll thicken up tonight. But it's giving me life. So I'm enjoying my hair right now. Really enjoying it. So hope y'all doing wonderful. And what else is going on with me? Oh yeah, but I'm doing my hair so I can get ready for church in the morning because I gotta do my infant's hair tomorrow, and it's gonna be a headache. So I was like, somebody's hair got to be done, and it's got to be mine or his. So that's why I'm doing my hair tonight and wrapping it up, and hopefully it will last until I want to say, I want to say hopefully it can last until like at least until the end of Friday. Okay. But if it don't, it don't. But yeah, I'm just doing hair care tonight for myself. And I also wanted to talk about my. It's been how many years has it been since I wore like any type of hair? I think it's been like I want to say it's been about 5. I want to say about 4 years since I put like, hey, I'm just doing my hair, and I think it's like my hands and everything's gonna be in the way, so I don't want to cam up, but I'll cam up after I finish. Because I gotta show y'all my hair product, like it's the bomb. But I haven't did hair extensions, weave, braids in almost 2 years. So I just been natural. And my hairdresser, I go to her every 2 weeks. She gives me a wash and a straight or a rod curl. And it does amazing. I have fine hair as it is. Um, so when you have fine hair, your hair is hard to thicken up. So and one of them was like, had to get rid of like using extensions and braids, and because it was weakening my hair. My hair was already weakened. So, um, so now it got a little bit of dense when it's not straightened out, but when it's straightened, it's thin, and I love it. It reminds me of my relaxing days, like, whoo, whoo. And I don't know nobody that enjoys this. I don't. I know people that like it, but I don't, because it feels like I be feeling like I'm bald headed, and I'm not bald headed, y'all. Promise you, I'm not bald headed. But my daughter, her hair's thick, and I was like, And my infant, he has kinky hair. His hair is very kinky. It's like tight, curly, kinky, and I just can't see myself getting his haircut right now because he's one, and I know he's not gonna sit still, and they say you gotta get used to it, but I'm not a used to parent. Like my middle child, he always had like hair, like he always had hair, and then we cut it when he was like 3. If I'm not mistaken, I think he was 3, and he cut it, and he loved the new kid he was. He loved it, and I loved it for him. So I probably will one day do it, but I wanted to talk to the people about me uploading on vlogs. Well, it would just be starting to do Christmas. I don't think I want to do anything else other than Christmas because I see a lot of people say, hey, what do you want me to do? And I'm like, girl, you could do this, you could do this. But then I'm like, oh no, you don't do that. You don't tell people what they can do. You do it and watch them mimic what you do. That's what you want. So I was like, okay, cool. So right now I'm writing a brainstorm because y'all, and I know I wanted to come on here and talk, but I didn't make a thumbnail. So I've been doing some investigation, okay? Now, I'm not hating, no shape or how, but I'm trying to understand what's the big point of having a lot of subscribers and only a handful, maybe not even a quarter, watch your channel on a regular basis. So Peach have, and I'm not talking about shorts because obviously we know why people get shorts now. I see why you have the ability to get shorts, okay? But it still it still shows that nobody's not watching your show. So Peach, she's killing it with the shorts, obviously. Okay, we see that she's killing it with your shorts. But when it comes down to her videos, she's drowning. So is it because people are an impulse that they constantly want to keep on hitting subscribe? Not because they like your content or they want to follow you. It's just an impulse. I feel like it's more an impulse than actual having organically subscribers. Now, I think I have a couple of impulse subscribers, and it's cool. I like it. I'm cool with that. But then you have a handful that really watch you. So, and that can be very discouraging, definitely for me, because when I see my numbers, I'll be like, but I got this and I don't have this. But it's not because you have bad content. It's just you have impulse subscribers, people that constantly click on you just because you said something funny, but then 5 days later they're not jigging with your video. And I see that quite often on these channels, and I see a lot of people say, I got this many subscribers and y'all eating off of me, and I'm like, girl, you barely get, you got 100K. You barely get 40. You not even that. You barely get 20 views by the end of the week for a video. And I'm not picking on them. They might look like it, but they're not really making the views like it looks like they should. And that's just me. I'm just looking at it like, hold on, but she's, and I had to look at it. Peach, with the last month, for her to have 247K subscribers, just last month alone, she barely got in 36,000. So if my math is not jigging, what happened to all the other subscribers? People just not watching you, or it's not. And I hear people kind of blame it like, YouTube is not letting people know that my video's up. I don't think that's the case. I think the other case is people just not watching you, and you just haven't came to grips with it. And that's a lot of them that will say, "Yo, YouTube is tripping. They're not letting people know." Maybe that is the case, but for somebody who has 200 and some subscribers, now I expect at least 100K, and I'm being real. I expect 100K to be watching Peach channel. These close to 90 or 80 by the end of every week. She put out a video. I'm expecting that, and I expect high numbers for her channel for shorts because it's quick and it's easy and peasy. But people who watch you should be able to see the same short and like it just as much as your 8-minute video. Hold on here. What is it, darling? Yes. What's wrong? All right. I'm sorry. Anyway, y'all, my son has a little sleepover, and his friend is so bashful. It's like, I was like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Do you need anything?" Like, "No." And then I hear him whispering to my son, like, "Is it okay for me to eat these candies?" And I just think it's so funny. I'm like, "Well, I just told you, get what you want." But that's what I've been like noticing. So when you're doing YouTube, and this is for like anybody that want to start YouTube, or just be mindful of impulse. Just like when, we like something for like 30 seconds, well, we really don't like a person. We really don't like their content. And that tells me a lot of people probably don't like Peach now for whatever reason. And now she on the struggle. Yeah, I can't stop laughing at those Rihanna sausages. I'm like, girl, really? You talking? Can you imagine? Can you imagine like going to another country and certain foods like it's asinine to us as a luxury that is expensive as hell for those people that go there, like spam in certain countries like Thailand, or I think they say it's expensive in Hawaii as well. But can you imagine fussing about that? Like, be honest, just come on, Peach. You a millionaire. Now, true story. Only reason why I think I know he probably was a doctor is because when I walked up there, there's a certain stamp he had to have for like doctors. So I thought he was a doctor, and I'm cool with that. But if he wasn't, it's okay. But I went to his house when I was doing Instacart one year, and he ordered like 7 or 8 things of Yana sausages. And I mean, the ones like 6 in a pack. He had ordered them. And I was like, who orders all this? So I went up there, and he's like, "Oh, yes, you got all the Beyond sausages I asked for. I'm going to have a great lunch." And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, who in the hell eat Beyond sausages for kicks and giggles? But hey, you never know who has that's a part of their childhood, or they're part of their adulthood, or, because there are some people right now enjoy a good hood noodle right now. And a hood noodle, in my eyes, would definitely be something with sliced cheese, no shredded, sliced cheese, maybe an egg, maybe a good old hot dog, and they're having a good old time. So that don't make them a bad person, but Peach was talking about how poor people were, and I'm like, girl, you up here crying about Beyond sausages. You don't shut up and get those packs? Or go somewhere else that's cheaper? Because I know that Beyond Sausages still have to be cheaper in like the Walmarts and stuff like that. Or she just, I don't know. But she killed me when she was using those food stamps, y'all. I was like, girl. And hey, and food is expensive, so I don't blame her for if she gets it, but you was a millionaire. That's what you said. We didn't say it. This side is not coming out so well. Yeah, I'm so serious. I'm struggling. I am on the struggle bus with this hair right now. But I'm about to show y'all my process real quick. Again, don't come for my face. I know I look terrible today. But yeah, this process is not the business for me right now. It's not the business. So it's coming through. It's coming. It's coming along. This side is not my favorite side. So how are y'all doing today? I'm just talking. And I also wanted to get better with the camera. Well, not the camera per se, but just get better at talking to the people. Because I suck. I ain't gonna lie. It's okay. I suck. You better know who you are before somebody tell you who you are. That's how I go by life now. You better know who you are before somebody else tell you. So I don't know if y'all followed me yesterday, but I had supposed to have a girls' night, and it was karaoke. Okay, so I already had my song mentally in my head. So obviously, I'm sitting here getting dressed, and I said, "Hey, who house are we doing this at?" Okay, I know it's not my house, so who house it is? Oh, we canceled it. Thank God I didn't walk out the house because y'all I had to go get gas too. I said, you know what? Because typically I was sending that text message on my way. Yeah, I'm terrible, y'all. I'm so terrible. I will send it when I'm on my way and call it a day. So I have a couple of stuff that I want to do for Vlogmas. Maybe like 2 or 3 videos, maybe a day, or it depends. Or maybe I might do shorts. That might work too. But yeah, I just want to be a better. I want to find my niche now. Cause sometimes, be honest with you, I feel like I should have came on this like reacting or talking about certain mommies and stuff. I wish I did it earlier because, be honest with you, the flame is gone. It might still be there, y'all, but right now the flame is very much gone. So when something is gone, there's no point of trying to reheat it with some. It's no point. So basically, I wouldn't mind finding my niche. And there's so many niches that you can possibly do that you don't need other. I don't know. It's just you can find yourself. You sometimes just gotta find yourself. And when you find it, you'll know. But right now, this sector of like reacting sometimes, if it's not competitive or it's like 5,000 people already said it, it's useless. That makes sense. Because some of us, we have like the same common sense. So it's like, why am I still talking about it? She just said the exact same thing I was going to say, you know? So and sometimes it's just better to support. That's where I feel at right now. So I'm going to find me a niche soon, okay? So, and thank y'all for rocking with me. Because I'm not really saying anything. I'm just doing my hair. I'm just getting ready. So typically I would not put heat on my own hair. But my hairdresser at this time is gone. Well, no, she leaves on the 15th. But she is not doing no hair at this time either. So I'm stuck with doing my own hair and try not to frizz it up or burn it or and try not to make it look like a flip. So this is my literally I haven't did a sleepover. No, this is like literally my first kid sleepover. My daughter did sleepovers at somebody else's house, but never at mine. But it's kind of cool. And they're boys, so there's like but I told them I was like, hey, y'all can stay up all night if you want, but you're going to church in the morning. Oh, that brought me back flashbacks. When I was in like high school, we used to always spend a night, and it was nothing for us to spend a night. And they will make us go to church in the morning. No, we cutting up, watching stuff we don't need to be watching. Like, I'm so serious. Like, we had the most. What in the world? What was we thinking? We had the worst. I would say we had the best childhood. I had the best childhood, but I should not have those. I should not have those childhoods. Okay, we was doing everything under the sun. Okay, everything under the sun. I remember going to a sleepover, and I think it was like a movie. I forgot what movie it was. It was a rated R movie, and her mom didn't know nothing about it. She didn't know, like, oh, what kind of movie this is, but it was like a rated R movie. And of course, I've seen rated R movies prior. I'm trying to think of the movie, but it just had like a lot of sex things in it. I think it was like Soul Food, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Soul Food. And that next, like, we went back to school, like, this one girl that went to the sleepover went to school with, she suddenly said she lost her V card this summer. I said, like, girl, we saw one RX movie. You lost your V card. Girl, you don't stop. Maybe she did, but we was always together. It's like, girl, when? None of us lost nothing. We just rewinded back that whole. We just rewinded it back. It was weird, kids. Oh, what they do? How they do that? But trust me, I had a very, very weird childhood. As a kid, we was terrible. But I always say I'd rather do it with strangers than cousins, okay? I'd rather do it with strangers than cousins any day. Okay? Watching your first XX film with a group of girls because one of them like, hey, look what I found under my dad's bed. Just psycho. Now I'll be like thinking about like, you really ruined my childhood. I hope you know that. I just can't look at things the same. A bunch of 12-year-olds talking about, how did she put that there? Doesn't that hurt? We about to get in so much trouble. Can you imagine watching an ex and like I can laugh at this now. We can watch it. We watched the ex back in the day. And I think I was like 12, 13. No, I wasn't even 13. We was 12. And it was one girl. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it was like her stepdad's niece. And she was like, oh my gosh, you got the movie? Did you get the movie? Did you get the movie? And she's like, well, this is like, and now I'm going to tell y'all a little backstory. HBO used to have something called Real SEX, okay? And when they had it back in the day, we knew a certain level of like, well, I knew it because we watched it, and you could only watch it like your parents was going straight to sleep. And you was like, oh, ding, what's this? You know what was it because you watched it. So when I used to watch it, I used to turn it down real low, and I don't even think they did anything. I think they talked, but it was like really interesting because that was like the first thing you learned. Like, you just got out of educational that, in the 5th grade, you know a little something, but you don't know nothing. So when I was there, I was like, oh yeah, I've seen it before, thinking I'm saying, certain things. No, this was like a new world to me. I was like, oh my gosh, what are they doing? How did they do that? Shh, my parents want to hear us. It was terrible. It was terrible, y'all. So terrible. And then I knew, because my uncle wasn't very smart. Okay, when he had his, he'll have it like where he have all his his like VCR tapes. He'll have them right, but he'll put it all the way in the back. Like kids is going to stop. Like when my cousins was like, "Oh my gosh, she got this." They was like, "Oh my gosh, she got it." I was like, "Really?" So can you imagine a group of cousins sitting around, being quiet, looking at that? Like that was the most weirdest thing ever. That was so weird to me. my cousins was like, "Really, girl?" So yeah, I'd rather do that with a group of stranger girls than my cousins, because that was weird. All because they knew where my uncle kept his stash at, right behind all the other movies. Coming to America, and then Wow Girls 46 volume. Yeah, that Wow Girls 46 volume. So I think I had an okay childhood. Now I'm thinking about it. Now I can only make sure I don't have what I had access to. He was like, you didn't have access, you just knew. Yeah. Thanks to that girl at the slumber party. Every parent keeps their dirty magazines under their mattress. Like, oh, interesting. Yeah, they don't have no hiding places. Yeah, obviously we see that. But y'all, I'm about to give up on my hair. It's been 30 minutes. And I only touch one side. Because my curls is not where I want it to be at. Maybe if I pin it up, it might do something. But y'all, thank y'all for listening. I'm about to roll out and do this other side. I just wanted to pop up. I ain't have nothing to talk about besides my crazy childhood, as usual. And look, my parents, like my dad, he listened to my stuff sometimes. And he was like, oh my gosh, you're be on here just lying. Like, that never happened, right? And I was like, yes, it did. You just don't want to admit it. See, I'm a terrible daughter as well. But y'all have a lovely evening. And thank you again. I really appreciate y'all. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.